morning. My name is Christine Grubb. We're out in beautiful Applegate, Oregon today for our story time. So welcome. A Little Bit Brave by Nicola Kinnear. A Little Bit Brave. Logan was a stay-at-home bunny. His friend Luna was the daring one. She had new adventures every day. They sounded quite exciting, but rather frightening too. So whenever Luna said, "Come out with me, it's fun," Logan said, "Oh no, I'll never go outside. It's far too scary." At last, Luna had had enough. "You have to come out with me." "You're no fun," said Luna. "I'm too scared," said Logan. "Sometimes, Logan, you just have to be a little bit brave," shouted Luna, and she stomped out. Logan tried to have a normal morning. He watered his indoor plants. He dusted his shell collection. He baked some cookies, but nothing felt right. He was very upset. Luna had never been angry with him before. "I have to make it up with her right away," he thought. There was just one problem. Luna was outside. It would be an adventure, and Logan had never had one of those. He had no idea what to pack. So he took a snorkel, a flashlight, and a tin of cookies. Then he put on his favorite scarf, gathered up all his courage, and tiptoed out. It was strange and noisy in the woods. There was flapping and scurrying, tweeting and rustling. "I knew it would be scary," thought Logan. He took a deep breath and called, "Luna!" There was no reply. But lots of other animals scampered up. "Luna?" they said. "She's the bravest bunny in the world." "She dives into the river to collect shells," said the otter. "She rides around the forest on my back," said a deer. "She explores the deep, dark caves and goes looking for bears," said a fox. "That sounds so scary," said Logan. "But if you do those things too," said Mouse, "perhaps you'll find her." So that's exactly what Logan did. First, he dived into the river. Splash! Brrr! It was chilly. It was lucky he'd packed his snorkel. There was a whole new world underwater. Logan saw fish and frogs and snails, but he didn't see Luna. Then he rode off with the deer. Whoosh! My, it was fast. It was lucky he brought his scarf to help him hold on. There was a whole new world in the woods. He saw sparrows and squirrels and butterflies, but he didn't see Luna. Then he tiptoed into a cave. Eek! It was lucky he'd packed his flashlight. There was a whole new world in the dark. He saw bats and spiders and sleeping bears, but he didn't see Luna. Logan was amazed at all the things he'd done. "If only I could find Luna," he said. "She'd be really proud of me." He was so pleased with himself, he decided to have a cookie. But before he could open the tin, he heard a shout. "Stay back, you wicked wolf!" That voice sounded very familiar. In fact, it sounded just like Luna. Oh no! A huge, hungry wolf was trying to eat her. Logan hid behind a tree. Suddenly, he didn't feel brave at all. I want to go home, he whimpered. But he couldn't let Luna be eaten. So he picked up his cookies, gathered up all his courage, and ran. No! He cried, don't eat Luna! Eat my cookies! The wolf was very surprised. Cookies, he said. I don't mind if I do. And he gobbled up the whole lot. The wolf was very friendly after that. That was amazing, cried Luna. When did you become so brave? I think it started this morning, said Logan, when I was baking cookies. Luna laughed. Shall we go home and bake some more? I'd like that, said Logan. But first, we need another adventure. The end. That was a little bit brave. The next story time is The Little Green Hen by Allison Murray. The Little Green Hen. Once, on top of a hill, grew a beautiful, old, and very fruitful apple tree. And in the hollow of this trunk lived a little green hen. The little green hen looked after the apple tree. She pruned the dead branches. She kept the pests under control. And she sowed the apple seeds so more treats and more apples would grow. But as the weeks went by and the seeds that she had planted began to grow, the little green hen realized that she needed some help to look after her new orchard. Who would like to help me tend the apple trees? Asked the little green hen. The branches need pruning. Not I, said Peacock. He was far too busy preening himself. I will, said Dog, who loved sticks. Who will help me keep the pesky bugs from eating all the leaves? Asked the little green hen. Not I, said Fox, who was much more interested in eating the little green hen. I will, said the teensy brown sparrow, who was partial to pesky bugs. And who will help me sow the apple seeds? Not I, said the ginger cat, who was far too busy lounging on a log in the sun. I will, said Squirrel, who was very good at burying things where no one could find them. So the new friends helped the little green hen tend the orchard, and the orchard shared its bounty with them through the spring, summer, and fall. Then down came the rain. It rained for days and weeks and more. The new friends stayed warm and dry in the old apple tree. But Peacock couldn't stay in his hydrangea bush. The pond was overflowing. And Fox couldn't stay in his den, which was filling up with water. Luckily, there was just enough room for them all on Cat's log, which drifted away across the floodwater until Look, it's the old apple tree, cried Cat. Maybe the little green hen will help us. Quickly, paddle. It was crowded inside the old apple tree, but the little green hen welcomed the newcomers warmly. Together, they waited for the rain to stop. Eventually, the sun came out and the floodwater began to disappear. The little green hen stepped out of the apple tree. Who will help clean up this mess, she said, to no one in particular. We will, said Dog, Squirrel, and Sparrow. And so will we, said Fox, Cat, and Peacock. The little green hen had never had so many enthusiastic helpers. Time passed, and the seedlings grew into a beautiful orchard. The rains still came, but the thirsty young tree roots soaked up the water and floods were rare. The little green hen and her friends looked after the orchard, and the orchard looked after them. The food and shelter it provided were more than enough for everyone. The end. Thank you for listening today. Bye.